Good evening, my name is Melissa, and I'm going to talk to you tonight about A. This is a gap down play. This worked. It was a nice play, and this is what I did today. I didn't take it right out of the gate. Okay, I missed the first entry. I will first tell you how you could have played it correctly in the morning. I didn't even go get it until later, and I'll tell you what I did after this. But I'll tell you if you wanted to watch this and play it, where you could have taken it. Right here. Very nice tight stop. It was only 15 cents. Stop had to be over 38, the whole number. Not giving it any room. No room. Okay? 38, 37.99. Stop has to be over 38. 38.01. That's it. This triggers here. You take it down as a nice move. You book the money. Really quick, nice move in 10 minutes. Okay? I didn't get this entry. I wasn't watching it at the time it triggered. I missed it. But I knew the gap was going to work, and I liked the gap, and I'll show you where I took it later. But you were lucky enough to get this. You had a nice dollar move with a 15-cent stop. Beautiful. Total conviction this is going to work because it held the whole number there. Triggered in a reversal time here. 940 into 940 is a reversal time. Okay. This is not a swoosh. This is just a rally. Okay, this isn't a reverse swoosh. It's just a rally. I remember a gap down really far, like $3 or something. So sometimes they have to do these things. Okay. Just let it do what it has to do. Wait for it to set up. And then it did. Okay. This was the daily gap. Okay. I honestly did not watch this right away, even though it rated good, because I thought with where it was opening down here, okay, that it was going to rally possibly and be a later play. As it turned out, it opened and went straight down. Then it rallied, okay, which we'll go over. But you know, when I saw this pre-market, it was up here, and then I looked at it later, and it was down here, and I said, boy, that may rally all the way into there before it goes. So I just didn't have it on my screen right away. As it turned out, it was so weak that it went immediately. It was a nice play, okay? Went immediately, basically, to right here. That 85 number was that first drop, and bounced immediately after that, okay? This was a nice gap. It really was a nice gap. It was under all of this. It was under all of this. There's some problems here with some congestion, which it didn't get under today, but still had a beautiful move. And you just got to watch them sometimes, and sometimes they just go right away, and that's what this one did, and I missed the first entry. But after I saw it go, I said, all right, got to find a way in this thing. Okay. It hit that number and had such a big bounce. It almost had too big of a bounce here. It bounced over 55%, which I don't like to see. But just remember, the gap down was huge. It opened and fell $1. So it bounced. I mean, it just bounced a lot. It held the high of the day, and it held this bar, so that's a good sign. Then this happened. This is a great sign. So I saw this bar. I'm not in it. I watch this bar and I wait. Okay, this is looking good. Now I've got to find a way in this. Now, if this happened, got to find a way into this. Love the gap. Held the high of the day. Rallied. Okay, fine. So where are we looking to get in this? You know where I got in this? Right here in this bar. This tiny bar. I was in this with a stop over 56. Okay, so this would have been the first entry, which was aggressive, which was happening in that bear 180 that just reversed that huge big green rally up in the 15. This is when it opened at 11 o'clock and held it. You can't take that. Okay, yes, it worked, but you don't know for sure what it's going to do. You didn't know for sure it was going to do the bear 180 until it did it. So it did it here. Okay. Then this happened. All right, well, what's it going to do next? You're waiting. This happened. Good sign. Now we're looking to get in. How do we get in? Right there. We get in here because the thing is, the stop really, it can't go back up and do another green bar here after it did this. That would not be good. Not after it did that there. We 180. We want to see it hold. Okay, and now we're in the 11:15 bar here on the 15-minute, remember? We want it to stay red or the topping tail that it ended up closing at. So now this drops, we're up money, 25 cents, nice. Not doing anything wrong here. Not doing anything wrong. What did it do? It retested right in here. It wiggled and jiggled, held. And after this happened, I actually lowered my stop and put my stop over 52 because I didn't want to see it continue here. Okay? Had a beautiful drop here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful drop. And why also did we want to see it hold that area? Because look what it did here. 51, 51, can't go over that. It would be a 15-minute buy setup almost if it did that. And after this rally, you don't want to see that. Had to hold 51. Target on this was low of the day, or 37. As it turns out, I didn't get this down through the low of the day drop because I had good size in it. I was up a decent amount of money, and there was no guarantee it was going to continue. Okay, you just don't know if these are going to continue or not. Okay, so this had this nice drop down. I was out in this bar here. Okay. When this went down to 93, the low of the day was 85, and it didn't go under it, and it started to rally, I took the trade off because I thought it should have gone right under the low of the day there, and it didn't. So I just didn't want to suffer through a rally. It was a nice trade. It was a nice 50-cent move with a 5-cent stop, a nice size. As it turns up, it rallied up. The stop really needed to be over 20 if you wanted to hold through this. It didn't even get back up there. But that's really where the stop should have been if you wanted the entire move, which was into the low of the day. But this was 6 cents away from the low of the day, and I didn't know for sure it was going to get under the low of the day. So I said, you know what, I'm not suffering through a rally for 6 cents. So I took the trade. Anyways, as it turns out, it went under the low of the day. And it was a nice trade. Nice trade here. With 10 cents under the low of the day. So this was a good gap. And actually, this is lower, and this chart is lower. It was a nice gap. Look at what the market did today. Look at what this did today. So don't get scared when this rallies like this. Remember, this was a huge gap down. Okay? Huge gap down, fell hard right away, so you have to let it rally then. It's not going to go down in a straight line forever. Once in a blue moon they do, okay? But for the most part, they move, and that's why you got to book money in it. If you had taken this morning, you had to book that money when you got that dollar drop with that stop that I showed you. I didn't take that entry because I didn't see it when it was happening to take it. But it helps to give you conviction that the gap's going to work on the day. Even with this, don't get scared out of it. You're not jumping into this. You're waiting. And you wait for the confirmation, and then we got it, and we took it. And we were tight with the stop here. Why? Because we don't want to see this flip around here after this. Okay, this is good, but it has to hold. Okay? And there's no guarantee it's going to get under the low of the day. Taking an offer I get out of it was the right thing to do. Okay? I don't want to suffer through a 20 cents rally to get 5 cents. That's idiotic. And I didn't know where this was going to go or if it was going to go under the low of the day. Because remember, there's some congestion over here. You need to be aware of that when you're picking your target. Okay? This is a nice play. Nice play. You look for the best entry. And there was a nice entry in the morning on this. Got a nice dollar move. And then there was a nice entry later on this and got a nice move. So hopefully some of you played this today. It was a good gap down. And it rated well on my rating system. And it worked. So if you have any questions, let me know at melissa@thestockswoosh.com. And I'll talk to you again